Hi guys, Yume here, and welcome to my wildest dreams come true. As you may have heard, Dinosaur Planet was recently leaked uh, February 20th, and for those who are unaware, Dinosaur Planet was a game that was cancelled and was remade from the ground up into Star Fox Adventures. So, seeing as how this is an unfinished game, you're gonna run into a lot of bugs and dead ends. However, I'm gonna be showing you all of the workarounds and ways that you can, well, progress in this game as intended as possible. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but we do have a few patches and codes that will allow you to progress. So I'm starting here on the startup screen for RetroArch, which is what I personally use for to play this game. In order to play this game, you will need some kind of cheat engine or Gameshark plugin. RetroArch has that built in, and it is one of the better looking ones. The cord that I'm using is Mupin 64 Plus, which has been recommended to me, and so far I do find it looks the best. You can use Project 64, which does also have Gameshark capabilities. You will need another plugin, or otherwise it's going to look very... You're going to be missing a lot of textures. There's going to be a lot of white patches. And generally just won't run the nicest. The plugin that I've heard to use is Angry Lion. From what I heard, this fixes all the graphical issues and all that. But I haven't used Angry Lion, so... Take what I say with a grain of salt. Yes, most importantly, you will be wanting to use Gameshark codes. Otherwise, this game is going to be near impossible to progress in naturally. So, I guess... And for those who don't know anything about using emulators, because I know that this is the only game so far that I've ever emulated, in order to actually... load up the game, load content, and you search for wherever you put your ROMs. I keep mine on my desktop in a nice little folder called ROMs. And then select the core that you plan on using. I will be using Mupin 64 Plus next. New game. I'll put the same name as I have on my other file. Go Yume. Anyone familiar with Star Fox Adventures? You'll know what to do here. For those unfamiliar with Star Fox Adventures, just shoot the cannons. Shoot the propeller. Yes, thank you. Thank you for informing us. Took the words right out of my mouth. This is a sharp claw. Tap or hold the Z button to lock the camera onto him. Press the A button to hit him with your... I don't have a sword. Press B to dodge his attacks. You have picked up a magic gem. They come in different sizes and are used to power magic spells. Just walk over them to collect. Keep a lookout as they are not only found on baddies. So we'll get into what those do a bit later. But just real quick, can we just appreciate the detail? This is one thing that like I kind of blew my mind a little. It's just the detail of like the destroyed cannon pieces. The bits of the ship are a bit damaged and scorched. And we got a new item. These are energy eggs. The sharp claw keep them hidden in crates and baskets. Walk over them to collect and you'll recharge your energy. So yeah, any kind of food item that you find in this game will heal you up. Is this one not? Oh, there we go. There we go. I thought I saw a giant fireball there for a second. Yeah, don't. No, I just like to destroy the crates and the like. Somebody calling out to us.
General Skin, ruler, tyrant, and dictator of the Sharpclaw tribe. And who might you be, animal girl?
My name is Crystal, and I've come for the princess.
You seem a long way from home. Crystal, I can't believe the wizard asked a girl to do his dirty work.
How did you know the wizard?
Let's just say we had a nice little chat, and he's agreed to take a rest for a while. At least until I've taken over the planet.
You coward scales! My mother will send an army against you!
Ah yes, Princess Kite. Your mother. Once I've dealt with this animal Then we'll pay your mother a visit. Nice try. But you'll have to kill me before you can save the princess.
I'm okay, I think. Now how do we steer the ship?
I think we've stopped. Crystal, get me out of here!
I'm sorry, Kite. I can't open the cage.
It's okay. I'm not feeling too good anyway.
This must be Warlock Mountain. I'll go and find the wizard. He'll get you out.
Alright. So, got our first objective. Or I guess second objective, but we gotta go and find the wizard. Just real quick, can we just acknowledge just how gorgeous this game is? For a game that is unfinished and was going to come out for the Nintendo 64, this game looks so good. Also, the brain squids in this game, like I was already like terrified of them. They're creepier here. Look at you with your 4 eyes and you friggin' Was that venom dripping from you? Poison? I love these powers. So much of this game is just gorgeous, and you are creepier. I kind of like it. Yeah, got a little path here. Can't talk to this guy. Seems like he's dead. When the Z-lock icon appears on or above a dinosaur, it means you can interact with it. If the Z-lock icon is clear, you can lock the camera, but cannot yet. Really? Really? If the Z-lock icon is clear, you can lock the camera, but cannot yet interact. As you get closer to the object, the Z-lock icon becomes colored. You are now able to press A and speak with the dinosaur. You can also select an item from your object and press the A button to give it to them. Let's see.
Help.
See what we can do with this guy.
Try not to move. The wizard will help you.
He can't help me. Our king sent us here to protect him. But Scales appeared.
So, something's going on here. I will be trying to keep this as spoiler-free as I can. So, for those who want to see the story...
Come here, my gal.
Those who want to see the story play out naturally, this is the place to do it. Somebody else is calling out to us right now. So, general rule of thumb with these colored icons. Red means you can attack it. Orange is generally someone that you can speak to. Green, green, you can pick up in some way, shape, or form. And there, that right there is a puzzle that has left unchanged in adventures, for the most part. Behind us, it did.
Randall, what happened to you?
It was Scales, but I'll be fine. And what about you?
No need to worry about me. You taught me well.
Did you rescue the princess?
Yes, but she's stuck in a cage on the galleon.
My dear, Dinosaur Planet is in extreme danger. You must take this. This is my spell book. General Scales tore out most of the pages and cast them into the storm.
You have collected your first magic spell, the projectile spell. With power from the magic crystals, this spell can be used for many tasks. To cast a spell, press the left C button to activate the menu. Excuse me. Press the left C button again to highlight the spell you want to use. Then press A to cast it. Once the spell is active, press the B button to cancel its power. If you need to use it quickly, hold down the Z button and it will be ready to fire in an instant.
Well, they must be scattered all over the planet by now. If you find a page and have collected enough magic energy, you can use the spell.
I'll look out for them, so you don't have to worry about scales anymore.
It's not scales I'm worried about. Let me tell you about the history of Dinosaur Planet. When time was just beginning, a race known as the Krazoa ruled this world and much of the universe. Though in a great battle, they and much of the universe were destroyed, and from this destruction came life. The dinosaurs' god, the great Chimeria dragon, created this world. And since that day, life has been good. At least until General Scales unleashed his army. But there's something else. The King Earthwalker discovered this sacred place and began to think the ancient texts were hiding something. Maybe the history of the planet was wrong. You must go to Discovery Falls. You'll find some answers there.
But what about you? And how will I find this place?
As long as I stay here, then I'll be fine. The magic within this place is keeping me alive. Search this chamber for an object and use it to escape from the mountain. This will take you to a friend of mine. He'll direct you and the princess to Discovery Fall.
So, now we've got the projectile spell. This is a magic crystal plant. Chop it down with your sword and gather the magic that it drops to the ground. So, it seems we got a little bit of a mystery going on here. But, well, I'm sure we'll solve that in due time. For now, anytime you see one of these icons, here, I'll get close up to it. This tile right here on the wall. Anytime you see one of them, shoot it. So, yeah, just like Grandon said, press Z, bring up the projectile. Sometimes you'll be stuck in that position. All you have to do is press Z again. You have collected your first object, a warp crystal. This crystal is used to power the warp from Warlock Mountain. To use an object, press the right C button to activate the menu. Press the right C button again to highlight the object, then press the A button to use it. Sometimes you might try to use the wrong object at the wrong time. But don't worry. It will stay in your object menu until you find the right place to use it. So yeah, the menu in this is a little interesting. It's similar to how, well, as you can see, it is basically the same menu as in Adventures. But instead of pressing left or right to switch your menu, well, press left or right to switch the menu, but you have to press that same button again to switch the item, as opposed to going pressing up or down. Up, see, up is how you enter first person view, and see, down, we'll get to that when we get to that. Alright, sorry about that. It's apparently a little busy outside today. So, let's take this object and see what we can do with it. Alright, so you could wait here as long as you want these beams aren't gonna go away. But remember what I said about those tiles. So 1, 2, and 3. If it reaches. Yeah. So far, pretty simple.
Start the propeller. Now!
Kite!
Yep. That's a problem. Just a quick note. The projectile spell is not only useful for puzzles, you can use it on enemies too. So we gotta find some way to get Kite back. But we'll get to that in due time. For now, when the Z-lock icon appears on or above an object, that means you can interact with it. If the Z-lock icon is clear, you can lock the camera, but cannot yet interact. As you get closer to the object, the Z-lock icon becomes colored. You are now able to press A and interact with the object. Or, in this case, press Z, and then select an item. And there you go. Boop! Suddenly bigger. Again, if at some point you wind up locked in the projectile spell, just press that again. You'll be good. Z in some cases seems to be a bit of a cancel button. It really depends on the situation. That noise, I'm not sure what that noise is. Yeah, there are a lot of noises around here. But I'm sure we'll figure out what they are at some point. Well, we've done everything that we can here in Warlock Mountain. Well, guess it's time to move on.
Greetings, stranger. My name is Rubble, and I'm a swapstone. To swap to Saber's adventure, or go to Warlock Mountain, then come and visit me. I'll show you how my magic works.
No, wait! I've got to find Discovery Falls!
You've got lots of time to do that. Let me show you how the swap works. Now Turtle's friend Saber is on the other side of the planet. To complete the adventure, you will have to guide both characters. To do this, you must visit me or my twin brother, Rocky. Do you understand? Good. Now let's swap to Saber.
I sure hope Rendon's right about this place. If the prince doesn't turn up soon, I think I might freeze to death.
Alright, so now we are in control of Saber? That doesn't look like Saber at all. So, one thing about this game is, as you can tell by the fact that we're playing as Fox here, this build is the transition phase between Dinosaur Planet and Star Fox Adventures. Hence why we've got Fox McCloud and not Saber. What? Well, that's early. Okay, this right here is a thread 3. You're going to be seeing a lot of these throughout the game. I wasn't expecting to see one this soon. This part's always worked fine for me. Okay, give me a moment and I'll be right back. Alright, and we are back. Here, let's do a quick little in-game save as well. So this is definitely one of those points where save states really come in handy. I don't know why I got a thread 3 right there. But I'm just going to put this out there. You're going to be seeing those a lot. And I do mean a lot. Which is why this guide exists in the first place. So, magic plants, just like in Adventures, red, I believe it's, is it red or green that gives you the least? Red or green give you a little bit, yellow gives you a bit more, and then blue gives you the most. Although it does seem like you have a lot more magic in this game, so. But yeah, just a reminder, this game is very unfinished. There's going to be a lot of bugs and a lot of crashes, so just keep a save state going at all times.
Hey, Scaleface, pick on someone your own size. What? Who's that? I am Fox McCloud, Royal Knight of the Lilat System. I've come to take the prince back to his home. Hey, wait!
now we are really into familiar territory right here. So anybody who's played Adventures, this part might be just a little bit different. Instead of holding an A to accelerate, you actually have to push up. And I was stuck on this part of the game for, I would say, a good hour because I did not realize that I was doing the wrong thing. It's like, I'm going so slow, like, why am I not going faster? And I thought that, oh, maybe I have to collect the gems for my boost. But, no, it's just that you have to hold up. I am not a racing game aficionado, so, it was news to me. But once you know what you're doing, pretty easy. Done.
You're lucky it's a hot spring, or you'd be frozen by now. Why, you little... Hey, I wouldn't if I were you. My dad's a king earthwalker, and he'll bash you up.
I don't think he'll be doing any bashing. He's been captured. That's why I've been sent to rescue you.
He's been captured?
That's right. So stop moaning and let's get you back to your home.
Alright. We now have Tricky. Everybody loves Tricky, right? I actually don't hate Tricky. He's a good boy. A little bratty, but a good boy. Snapback. Oh yeah, and he absolutely threatens you more right off the bat if you hit him. I just hit him by accident there, but here we got a blue mushroom, not a blue grub tub. Blue mushroom. They are a dinosaur's favorite food. Being the favorite food means that they do not like to be collected and can only be picked up once stunned. You'll need to feed them to your sidekick if you want them to do anything for you. Also, these things up here. I'm just gonna put you out of my misery. Can I not? Nah, it's gonna be stuck there. I'll leave the other one there. Oh, right up here. Here's another good talking point. We'll save a state. Generally speaking, you want to keep multiple save states. I'll keep one going for a while, and then we'll switch over to another one. They are pretty well mandatory. The fruit just disappeared. It just disappeared. What? Oh. Come on. Drop. Drop. You can see it like slowly growing up there. Here it comes. Can I knock it down? I don't think I can knock it down. There are some trees later on that you can knock the fruit off, but this is not one of those trees. Or actually, can I? Oh, maybe I can actually knock it down. These are dino fruits. They are found growing in the trees. Sometimes you have to shoot them out or just hang around and maybe they'll fall out. Walk over them to collect and they'll recharge your energy. These are basically the Dumbledang pods of Dinosaur Planet. So interesting note, because in Star Fox Adventures, you only find fruit in trees in Thorntail Hollow. In this game, you can find them pretty well anywhere, which I like that so much better. And it's so much more reliable.
Shh, keep quiet. He's on his own. Maybe we can sneak by.
Tricky, I love you, but you're an idiot.
Tricky, are you crazy? Just leave the shop close to me.
Okay, I'm sorry. Look, my father's been teaching me something. These are my sidekick commands. By using these, I can help you in lots of ways. If you press the down C button, you can activate this menu. Now, press it again to highlight the commands you want me to do. Now press A to activate.
So yeah, we got spells, items, and sidekick commands.
Hey, boy.
So that was heal. That brings your sidekick to you. Well, we're thinking about it. Might as well feed Tricky. There's a crack in the ground here. We'll have him check it out. Wow, a toy for Tricky. So yeah, instead of actually buying it in this game, you just find it. It actually looks far less out of place in this game. Because in Adventures, it is like that red ball with the yellow stars, and I always thought it looked so out of place. But in this game, it's like a little leathery, patched together thing. Got an alpine root, snowhorn food. Where did I get the word favorite? I got the word favorite from blue mushroom. That's where I got it. And yet another alpine root. Get over here. Rude. Let's show this off real quick.
I'm too tired to do this right now.
Yeah, Tricky can be a little bit whiny when he's hungry. So let's get him fed and then have him dig again. Adventures veterans will find this very familiar. Except for one little detail. You've got this cave, but all that's in it is a plant. Now, I don't know if they were planning on doing, or if they're planting on doing more with this. But, yeah, all that's in here is, it looks the same, but you only get a plant. So, yeah, I don't know if they were eventually planning on, like, turning it into the magic cave that we all know. But, for now, that's really all we can do with it.
One foot is never enough. I'm starving. Get out of the clearing. Push the boulder from the geyser. other tribes. I'm sure they'll be useful on your adventure.
Can I just say, I like how he,
Can you find any blue mushrooms? I'm feeling real tired.
I was just say, I like how he tells you to push the boulder from the geyser before you can even access it. This block can be pushed or pulled. Once the Z-lock icon becomes colored, you can press the A button and Fox will grab the block. Now push forward on the control stick and you'll push or pull backwards when you pull, and you'll pull. Alright, Tricky, here, quit your whining. I get a kick out of the fact that he tells you to push the block from the geyser before you can even access it. I wonder if it was meant to be the other way around. But who knows? Now, here's kind of where things start to get a little bit more different. So, this looks very familiar, except it's arranged a little bit differently. So I'm just gonna line myself up here. Boop. Hello, Tricky. Jumping with me, I see. And yes, every time you pick up you have to pick up a mushroom manually every single time. Now, Tricky can be a little bit buggy here sometimes. Like, sometimes he will actually dig the tunnel. I got lucky there. Sometimes it'll take a little bit of coaxing. He can be just a little bit finicky. Snip luck. Now if I remember correctly, snap locks are bigger, snip locks are smaller. Hello. I'm gonna shoot you in the face. And yeah, there are crystals that will get stuck on things, which can be a little bit annoying, but what can you do? Now this should also seem very familiar to Adventures players. But yeah, this right, you can really see the difference between the way this level is laid out. Excuse me, what? What? Okay. Somebody calling out, but... we're just gonna save a state here. You can never be too safe. This game, like I said, is very finicky, very unfinished, and very buggy, and it will crash a lot. Can I actually talk to you? I don't think I can. I don't think you really say much of anything. But if you try to walk behind him, you can't. He's just guarding that cave. Hopefully, we'll be able to get there. Hopefully. Mark? Yeah, okay. Also, for some bizarre reason, in this game, Tricky barks like a dog. I couldn't tell you why he barks like a dog, but he does.
Can you find any blue mushrooms? I'm feeling real tired.
All right, Tricky, here you go. That's right here. For some reason, it's empty. This confused the hell out of me when I first played. I was like, wait, there's nothing in here. I'm guessing that there's something supposed to spawn, but doesn't. I couldn't tell you what's supposed to be there. But something is supposed to be there. And again, I couldn't tell you what. Welcome to Swapstone Hollow. Yeah, a little bit of a different name here, huh? But I think we're gonna stop here for today. And next time, we're gonna start getting into the real quirks of this game, we'll say. So, that's gonna be all. And I will see you next time. Bye!